I would imagine there are a lot of people in the military that have very specialized skills and jobs and duties and what they do. And I was thinking, like, you mentioned being in it for 20 years and then all of a sudden coming out and, like, where do I go from here? And it's almost like if you were a brain surgeon, right? Or a doctor that focused on one thing, and then all of a sudden they said, okay, so tomorrow you're leaving the hospital and, you know, we're going to help you and let's figure out what you're going to do. Right. It's like what that guy's done for 20 years is do surgery on brains or, you know, whatever it is.
Well,
and
there are MOSs,
it's like, geez, now I find myself like going from, I'm really dang good at what I do. I've been really successful. I've changed a lot of lives. I've done some good stuff. And now I find myself saying, like, am I filling out applications at, you know, grocery stores and Starbucks, and not to take away from any of those jobs, you know, a job's a job, but like, you get what I'm saying, right? Like, there's got to be somewhat of a kind of a pride factor, an ego factor, like a self-worth. Wow, like I was really important and the stakes were high and I was really good at what I do. And now all of a sudden I'm coming out here and it's like, well, I can't do that thing anymore.
Yeah. I see a lot of that.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. People that were in charge of a whole bunch of people, a lot of responsibility, and then you end up working at Walmart or something like that. Not against Walmart, but that's, you know, it's going to be tough for a you know, company gunny or something like that, or a first sergeant, you know, be in charge of 225 combat Marines, and then now he's in charge of stocking a shelf.
Especially, you know, not only that, but just, yeah, absolutely. But
I would think that would be a humbling, kind of like a tough thing to like, to motivate to that, which I would imagine is why a lot of folks flounder, or, you know, I mean, like veterans. There's a ton of homeless people that are veterans.
My friends that have transitioned, got out, retired, whatever, you know, did their contract and they got out, that have transitioned into law enforcement, firefighting. They do very well.
Yeah, that's great.
Because it's already structured just like the military, and they always do great things. Even though security companies, you know, I was an infantry guy. Both were you infantry? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you know, I can only speak for the infantry side of the house. But a lot of guys in other MOSs that have that technical skill set, like you were talking about, they do try to take that and transition it into the civilian world. And a lot of them do, but a lot of them don't either. And that's, you know, and it's really, really.
You know, comm guys will go work for communications, and the aviation mechanics will go work for one of the airliners or something like that. That makes sense. That makes sense. But, you know, being the infantry guy, there's not a lot of jobs like that in the civilian world.
No, no, there's not.
Yeah. But, you know, like you said, going to the police department or the fire department or something like that, or, you know, some of these guys go FBI, DEA, things like that. I mean, those are all, at one point in time, I was very close to going DEA, and it seemed like quite a fun job.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you know, the jobs and the opportunities are out there. It's probably going to be unpopular, but I think that a lot of the people are just not seizing the opportunity that's there.
I agree.
I agree. It's there. It's there. I don't know of too many people that don't want to hire military over somebody else. I mean, I think they would. I think that if the people are, you know, getting out and going back to Missouri or something like that, I think that there's enough that takes some initiative. Go Google resumes and just start looking for who's hiring out there. It's like, you know, I was a company gunning. These are all the things that I did. You know, I think those jobs are there.